Welcome back to the Cool Reviews, and today I am going to be actually reviewing a video that I posted on my TikTok, the Cool Reviews TikTok, also the Cool Reviews on Instagram. I was sitting in a room on TikTok, and I heard these women just going crazy on black men, saying some of like the worst things that you can ever hear, like anybody say about black men. And I was just like, I have to do a video about this. So what I did was I actually took the video, actually I screen recorded because I really wanted people to hear what these women were saying about black men. So I screen recorded it, I saved it, I put it together, and I reposted it on my TikTok. Because a lot of times people really be thinking like black men be hating on black women and this and that. So I really wanted to see, or I really wanted people to see what we see, what black women are saying about us. So I'm just gonna play the video. Let's go.
Households and black boys who grew up in two white parents' households, two female households, whatever you guys can pull out of your ass, it's still the same ghetto outcome. They still go down that path of being a thugnificent. The stats reflect this, especially versus their female counterparts.
Are you saying all or some? That's
all.
Oh, we're saying all.
Trauma. This conversation is ignorant.
What you are watching is a black female hate group
This is just
on
me posting it
TikTok
on
that's
TikTok.
allowed to do public rooms
Y'all make sure y'all
saying
like,
some
share,
of the
and
most
subscribe too.
vile, some of the most disgusting, and some of the most disturbing things about black men you'll ever hear online. So this is what you are listening to at this moment. Hey, and for the people on my YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all,
Oh, yeah.
people on the
I'll for
TikTok,
sure
hit
put
the
that
like
in. Okay,
button.
cool,
On the
cool.
Instagram,
Let's
take
go.
the like button. Y'all can use this footage as you please. But this is what this is. Black women on TikTok, a hate group coming together to talk about doing vile things and how they really, really feel about black American men.
I am racist, so
She
there you go.
says she's
I'm racist.
Too.
Can
I'm
I
very.
can I respond?
Can provide and protect for them. Yes, there's nothing wrong with you wanting your kid to look like you, whatever. But BLK women put that as a priority over their kids being protected and loved and in a good home. That's the problem.
I don't think that BLK women put their children being
BLK means
protected and
black.
being loved and being cared for by a father over the fact. Oh, I don't think they put the race over the fact that they want their children.
Then
to have
why are
a
they
father.
still procreating with BLK males? There's no reason for them to be procreating with BLK males. There's absolutely no reason. They're
Well,
not.
actually, that has went
BLK
down.
males
The
are
birth rate
vastly.
has actually went down for a lot for black women.
But it has not gone down enough. And if it wasn't for ABs, I'm pretty sure it'd be higher than that. But BLK males are not good fathers on average. They don't take care of their children. They actually violate their daughters a lot more.
I'm not saying that I disagree
Let
with
me
that.
finish. Let me finish.
So what these women are doing right now is advocating for black women to have abortions if they are having black boys. They are advocating for black women to have abortions or don't have black male childs at all. This is what they're talking about.
Finish. The DV rates are very, very high in that community. So my point does stand that they do take their kids being monoracial over their kids being protected. They do. Because they would not still be. Yes, they would still not be procreating with BLK males as a whole if they truly believed that their kids' safety is more important than the color their children are. That's what I'm saying. And the stats would reflect this. They literally don't care if their kids are in bad situations as long as their kids have BLK daddies or their kids are monoracial.
Facts.
Also, what proof do you have that it's gone down a lot? Any little dent in the single motherhood statistics or numbers is simply because more black women are getting more black women are getting abortions more than ever. So, what are you talking about when you say it's gone down a lot? What has gone down a lot?
First of all, I agreed with the prompt saying I said that BLK women should not be having any children right now because it's just not the right space to bring a child into.
Ironically enough, as a BLK girl, I grew up in a two-parent household, which is not the case for a lot of BLK girls. As I grew up, I realized that. I grew up in a white teen environment. I grew up with two parents in the household. I grew up with a BLK dad who told me the truth and said, hey, do not make the mistake of getting with a BLK male or you will be a single mother or you will be subjected to a lot of crap. Okay? That is the truth. I grew up in that kind of environment and I already saw the stats already reflect that. So he didn't even really need to say that in the first place. I never found any of them attractive. But that is the truth. Other groups of males also warn their daughters against this kind of stuff, which is why when Asian girls, when white girls, they go with BLK males, they end up the same way as a lot of black women in America, single mothers, barefooted in Walmart.
I'm not saying that.
I'm sorry, BLK women who grow up around BLK males. Stop.
Mute up, pussy.
Damn. BLK women who grow up around.
Unmute yourself one more time. I'm gonna drop
I already dropped him. Okay. He doesn't know how to control himself. BLK women who grow up around the BLK community, they eventually get their degrees, their education, and they go in spaces where white men and other Asian men and other groups of males are around. Even Hispanic men, they still go back into the gutter to pick up a black male. Their image is determined. These males are violating these little girls before they even fucking talk properly. So they're already being very promiscuous. If they're not promiscuous.
Do y'all hear what these are black women speaking? Just close your eyes and just think if these was white women speaking, what people would think. They would call them racist and all kind of things. But because these are black women speaking, nobody gets in an outrage. But these are black women speaking on how they should have abortions if they're pregnant with black boys, or just don't have kids with black men at all. This is what they're talking about.
They're very withdrawn from men. They're very, I'm going to be the one who protects myself. They're very, standoffish already. So men in society already see this. And that's why white men promote their white women in a good way. They promote their mothers. They understand their mothers, can be ratchet too. Asian men understand this, but they always promote their women in a good way because
you're literally proving our point.
Literally, who's causing the trauma?
Who's causing the trauma? Okay.
If you're saying these girls should heal their trauma, who's causing the trauma to them? Embarrassing.
And we're holding BLK women accountable. We're saying
exactly. We're not just uplifting.
Yeah, exactly. We're saying stop. Choosing men who are defective. By you choosing men who are defective, it says a lot about your intelligence as well. Like, it says a lot about your bad decision making. Like, consider everything that goes.
Wait, go ahead.
Consider everything that goes on around you. Consider like statistics. In this age of information, where information is readily available at your fingertips, you should be able to know that black men are, they're the least productive men in society. They don't have what it takes to really and truly provide. So if you already know that, if you have that information available and you look around you and you look at your community and you see that the men aren't in the households, why do you continue to choose them? Either abstain, do not be in a relationship, or be in a relationship with men who can provide. We're holding these women accountable too. So I know a lot of nignogs are going to come up here and say, oh, no accountability. No, we're also holding them accountable too. Stop making fucked up decisions. You're making it bad for everybody else.
Like, do you guys know that Mammy, that 8 bitch who had 2 unalive children in the back of her car?
Yeah.
And she was driving around with. We're stereotyping, and stereotyping is a good thing, okay? It's good for survival. It's good for everything, okay? I wanted to answer the prompt, okay? Should BLK women continue to birth BLK boys? Heck to the no. BLK boys are the biggest threat to BLK women. They're extremely violent, even at a young age. We see these disgusting behaviors, even in classrooms. So no, we should never, ever consider even sleeping with one, okay? They're disgusting, and yeah. That's my thoughts.
So yeah, in the 1960s, black men were falling behind black women in educational attainment and occupational status and stuff. So, they were always more likely to drop out of high school. They were always less likely to attend college. And they were always
Can I briefly
they were always less likely to enter into like white collar occupations than black women. You know, so black women were always outpacing them. Even if they were in the home, they were useless in the home. And black women were working. They were heavily in the
This is
workforce. And
complete
it's,
hate speech
hold on, can I
and
finish?
lies.
Thank you. Black women were always in the workforce, and it still goes on till this day.
Yes, I agree. I think that
Excuse me. I just wanted to say something. You said that this Jai Primu guy, I don't know what your name is, but you said that black children should still be born. Even though we're telling you that the black community is a failing community and black men are unable to procure resources in order to take care of their children. Why do you think black children should be born in that environment where they are basically being set up for failure?
Wow.
Why would you immiserate women and children like that?
Immiserate?
Let me bring you to what you're saying in the social construct. You could argue it however you want, but in the reality of life, the bizarre thing about it is it's black women that's like, I guess you guys are melanated women. I don't want to play and bring this to disparage for what you decide in your life that you don't want to give birth to a particular child or a child. That's a quality of life.
No, we want children. We just don't want BOK boys. Like,
I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be very, very fucking clear.
Uh-oh.
Divestors, we're divestors. We are the sane ones in the community. When you look.
Divestors are black women that do not date, marry, procreate, or anything with black men. Divestors are the equivalent of a Karen, a racist white woman. This is what she's saying she is. Y'all queens.
Look at the crime rates in this community. It is exorbitant. Black men are committing the most crime out of anyone else. Black women are 6 times more likely to be unalived by black men than other races of women by their men. So let's be very fucking clear here. Black women are in danger anytime they choose black men. Let's be very fucking clear. And if you think that we're the ones that are mentally ill by practicing self-preservation, you are a fucking nitwit.
Okay.
And a low IQ Glauctavius. I want you to understand it and understand it now, Nignog. Okay? We are the sane ones. We are the sane ones for disliking you. We are the sane ones for protecting ourselves from staying away from you. We don't want to have diseases. We don't want to be left single mothers. We don't want to be abused, and we don't want to be unalived. That is a human right to protect yourself from danger. It is an animal right to protect yourself from danger. And if you pose a danger to our safety and our lives, we have every right to say, hey, let's stay the fuck away from you and not deal with you. Okay. Be very fucking clear.
But BLK males, you should by no means allow those creatures around you if you want to live a long life.
Facts.
All right,
So there you have it. You heard it for yourself. Y'all can make responses. Y'all can share. Y'all heard it. There's nothing left for me to say. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.